Welcome everybody. Now today I have come up with a little tutorial about how you can improve your tactical chess calculation. Now while the tactical chess calculation, it is really important to focus on three different materials. One is check, second is capture, and the last one is attack. So with these three things, combine them, you can solve any chess, tactical chess puzzle. Now, this video is especially for those who wants to improve their chess calculation, tactical calculation from the very beginning. So without getting further ado, let's get started. Now, this is the first position. First thing you have to do is go through all the pieces and count them. Like it is important to note down that how many pieces you have and how many pieces your opponent has. And that's how you can make sure that whether you're down on material or not. The second part is that you have to look at active pieces and the passive pieces. For an example, in this position, black got this rook, two bishops and queen, and seems like all the pieces are very active, while the knight, queen and the rook for opponent bishop is also quite very active. And now coming for the next sequence, that is for the implementing this method, that is check, capture and attack. Very important. This three method is actually a forcing method, and once you change chess, if you force your opponent to do something, it is very easy for us to calculate the next move. That's why tactical exercises and all is kind of easy and but also very challenging and fun to solve. So it's black to play and win the game. Now the check is one is possible, that is queen to h2. Now while queen to h2, you have to calculate till the end until all the variation stops. Now after king takes h2, you have another two checks with bishop to g1 and bishop to e5. These two checks can be possible. Now while bishop to e5, for an example, with this check, king goes to h1 and you capture the rook on d3, and that ended up nothing but piece loss. So you can stop the calculation at that moment while you see it's enough and you have no continuation at all, or you just ended up with a material loss or nothing else. So the check is not happening here. The second priority goes for the capture. Now while you have now plenty of capture here, one is queen e4, one is queen takes f5, and the next is bishop takes e4. Now very important thing in this point as well, I want to make sure you too that I have seen so many people, even in my students circle, if they saw some kind of a capture, let's say sacrificing the queen or something, they immediately delete that move and they say like, that's why I'm giving up the queen. But that is a very big trap. Don't fall for that trap, because doesn't matter like how much looks very ugly to play that move, you have to consider that move. And that is the main thing in this method. So we have to equally respect these three methods: check, capture, attack. Doesn't matter how much looks it's ugly or not. So while queen takes e4, let's see queen takes e4, bishop takes e4, bishop takes e4. All the moves are very forced and still ended up with nothing, just a piece loss. So you can stop the calculation right away. While queen takes f5 doesn't make any sense. After he takes f5, black doesn't have any more further good continuation. Now check is not working, capture is not working. So that means we ended up with the last one, that is attack. The attack means like you are attacking a piece, any kind of piece. It can be a pawn, it could be a minor piece or the major piece, or creating a mating mate. Now while the attacking moves, we have to find some kind of like how can actually make some attacks here. So while moving the bishop somewhere else, we can attack the queen, but it seems like the queen can capture our rook. But here black got a very nice attacking move, and what happened in the real game, black couldn't find that move and black lost. So the move is actually, can you guess the move? If you guess the move, write down in the comment section very quickly. The move is bishop g1, a very strong move which creates a discover attack over the queen, and with the threat of queen takes h2 check mate, and that this move leaves white completely hopeless. Now if king takes g1 to stop the mate, we have rook takes d3, and if queen takes d7, we have queen takes h2 mate. While if rook captures g1, rook captures d3, bishop captures d3, and bishop captures c4 is completely winning for black. Let's go for the next one, white to play and win the game. Once again, you have to go through all the material imbalances and see whether white is good or black is good or both are equal. Now after, if you calculate all the thing, you can see black got 5 points here, 6 pawns here, and white got only 4 pawns. But the main thing is that white got this beautiful strong passed pawn. But how can you solve this position tactically, right? So for example, we start with the told you with the check, capture and attack. So you have two checks here, like queen captures rook and queen captures pawn. Queen captures queen, it doesn't make any sense because it's made by pawn captures g6. It's simple. While queen captures c8, it also looks very bad because after queen takes c8 and rook captures b2 and knight d7 for an example. Yes, it looks like the pawn is still alive, but white doesn't have any good continuation. Now the second method is capture. Once again, this queen's capture doesn't working. Let's see have this capture. Now after rook captures b2, queen captures b2, and now combination with the three things, check, capture, attack. Now if you can capture the rook with queen takes c8, right, knight takes c8, and now then the attacking move comes d7, leaving black in a helpless situation. While there are two threats, either d takes c8 queen or d8 queen. Now black can only save one of them to promotions. So for instance, queen c3, but it doesn't stop d8 queen, or it goes to queen to d4, but it comes with d takes c8 queen. So black couldn't save anyways. Well, it looks we solved this process so easily, right? Because if I go in a very theoretical situation, then the theoretical set comes with some deflection, remove the defender, and decoying. So in a theoretical chess, there are lots of theories that there's lots of just tactic strategies there. But with these three methods, without knowing these tactical sequences, tactical strategical names, we can solve the puzzles. So first, go for the capture. Queen captures, rook captures b2, queen captures b2, and now the second captures come. Queen captures c8, knight captures c8, and d7. But the first thing is very important, that you have to see where is your strength. The strength is in the d6 pawn, which is a passed pawn, and it has a very great future. And then you can round it up with all the forcing moves, check, capture, attack, and see what works. Then you have seen the captures is working in all way, and then the final one is the attacking move, the d7, and this is how you can solve the puzzle. Well, I can solve the puzzle very quickly, but for you who are just learning the chess, started learning the chess tactical calculation, you might need to give like more than 5 to 6 minutes to configure all these things and come up with a final result. So it will take time, but over the period of practice, you can definitely do it very quickly. So don't worry, just keep practicing on it. Coming for the next puzzle, we have this one and white to play and win the game. Now at the first glance, we can see one very awkward thing, the position of the black's king, and that gives me a vibe that something is going over the king, and might be this would be a checkmate puzzle. Well, you are right, this is a checkmate puzzle, and if you have the solution, or if you want to find the answer of this question, go ahead and pause the video and try to find the answer. Now, so first thing first, we know the method, check, capture, attack. Now, well, you have plenty of checks with the queen here and one check with the pawn, but the pawn g4 looks so much straightforward and it looks much correct. Now let's see, after g4, pawn takes g4 and h takes g4 for an example, because after g4 looks like your king is getting weak, right? So h takes g4 and king h4. Now what next? Yes, you have to continue with the method until its end. Bishop f2 check looks like the most obvious, but after king h3, suddenly it looks like the black king is in a safe position. You can't capture the h6 pawn because queen is protecting that way. And yes, and the threat is something like queen e2 and queen d1 is on the way. So for that, now you have to consider one move. The third part is attacking move. That means I told you creating a mating net. If the black wants to play king to h3, what about if you can play king to g2 or king to h2, stopping any king h3 or king g3 penetration and followed by bishop f2. But that goes a little problem here. It goes with the queen e2 check, because now white's king is not tremendously exposed, and after king it is now black who is winning after king to g3, and you can see there is a checkmate is coming. Well, we have all the solution, so you have to go to all the way the three methods, check, capture, attack. Consider the check is the first priority, so keep calculating on that. You have bishop f2 check, but you have to also consider the other two possibilities, queen to h6 and queen to g5 check. But what about queen takes h6? It looks like a very bad move, right? Even a blunder. And we're giving up a queen for no reason. But turns out to be that after queen takes h6 and now king h2, there is no checks coming on the e file. And with this king h2 is stopping king h3 and g3, and now bishop f2 is coming. How can black protect this check, prevent that check? And it's a checkmate also. The one with knight e3 to like lend the checkmate process, and bishop e3. And what about bishop f2 check and checkmate? Black is hopeless, and that checkmate is unavailable. See, now following these three methods, check, capture, and attack, it is actually really easy to crack any hard puzzle. Now, once again, I'm telling you, it comes with an immense amount of practice and dedication. So more you practice with this method, you will find out the chess tactics, tactical puzzles are quite easy. Whether it doesn't matter, is it 2 moves or 3 moves or even 5 moves, over 5 moves. Everything goes with the same one. Combination with check, capture, and attack. So might be the first move goes with check, then capture, then another check, then attack, something with the combination. So this is kind of a tree, and you have to go through all the branches and come up with the final result. So that's it for today, and don't forget to leave a comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, go ahead and subscribe my channel. It actually a lot for me, and thank you for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.